Guru Jagat wasn't just a charismatic yogi. She stood at the center of an empire filled with secrets, scandals, and conspiracy theories. By the end of this video, you'll see the scary truth behind the glittering facade of Guru Jagat's multi-million-dollar empire. If you turn away now, you'll miss the lessons hidden in Guru Jagat's rise and fall. Lessons about the dangers of mistaking charisma for wisdom and how spiritual leaders can exploit trust for profits. From Katie Griggs to Kundalini Queen. Katie Griggs wasn't born into spiritual royalty. She was an average Midwestern girl from Colorado, grappling with a difficult childhood, including reported struggles with substance abuse and a nagging sense of emptiness. Like many, she turned to spirituality for answers. Her turning point was discovering Kundalini Yoga in her 20s. She became obsessed with the practice, training under Bhajan, one of Yogi Bhajan's closest followers. But before long, Katie Griggs found herself transformed into Guru Jagat, complete with a white turban and the divine charisma to match. Her unique spin on Kundalini Yoga made her stand out. She took this once esoteric practice and gave it a Hollywood glow-up. Celebrities like Alicia Keys, Demi Moore, and Kate Hudson flocked to her Venice-based Rama Institute. Designer clothes, glossy marketing, and empowering rhetoric made her the Kardashian of Kundalini Yoga. But unlike the Kardashians, it was more than just a show, it was a spiritual empire. So what happens when a yoga mat becomes a red carpet? What is Kundalini Yoga? Mysticism or marketing? Before we dive deeper into Guru Jagat's empire, let's clarify Kundalini Yoga. Introduced to the West by Yogi Bhajan in the 1960s, Kundalini Yoga is more than just physical poses. It is a spiritual technology designed to awaken a dormant energy, your Kundalini, coiled at the base of your spine. Through repetitive kriyas, breathwork, chanting, and meditation, practitioners aim to unlock heightened awareness, creativity, and even divine bliss. But it goes beyond just spiritual growth. Practitioners are promised wealth, perfect health, and a transformation so profound, it's almost magical. Guru Jagat knew exactly how to tap into these promises. She took an ancient practice and turned it into a modern-day elixir of hope. She rebranded these esoteric teachings, adding modern buzzwords like manifestation and empowerment. But was she genuinely modernizing an ancient practice to make it accessible? Or was she just slapping a spiritual price tag on capitalism? Let me give you an example. One of her workshops, titled Immense Grace, promised to unlock feminine power, but at a cost of $6,000. Critics argued it was less about grace and more about greed. The shadow of Yogi Bhajan. But this wasn't just a one-off case of outrageous pricing. It was rooted in a playbook crafted by her mentor, Yogi Bhajan, a man whose legacy looms larger over Kundalini Yoga. To his followers, he was a master, a spiritual teacher who introduced them to a transformative practice. But dig deeper, and the story gets darker. Over the years, dozens of allegations have emerged against Bhajan, accusing him of everything from sexual misconduct to financial exploitation. A damning 2020 report by Pamela Dyson, a former disciple, accused him of systemic abuse, including rape. In her memoir, Premka, White Bird in a Golden Cage, she detailed years of manipulation, revealing that Bhajan controlled every aspect of her life. She wrote, "He said I was a spiritual failure if I didn't comply," recounting how he forced her to have an abortion, dismissing her pain as a necessary sacrifice for her spiritual mission.
He offers his students a prescriptive lifestyle, what to eat, when you should have sex with your spouse, and having money was a sign that you were doing it right.
Much like Yogi Bhajan, Guru Jagat had everyone under her spell. She was promoting a spiritual practice that she believed in. Unfortunately, it was mostly made up by Yogi Bhajan.
But it doesn't end here. Yogi Bhajan's organization, the 3HO Foundation, has also been accused of fostering a cult-like structure, where financial exploitation and emotional manipulation were common. Guru Jagat remained fiercely loyal to Yogi Bhajan, even as these allegations came to light. Her loyalty was deeply personal. Harijawan, her mentor and Yogi Bhajan's close disciple, played a pivotal role in her transformation from Katie Griggs to Guru Jagat. To her, Harijawan was a father figure, and his unwavering devotion to Bhajan deeply influenced her. She spent the rest of her life looking for a father and a spiritual mentor. Her mother, Nancy Steinhardt Galloway, says in the docuseries Breath of Fire, when the allegations against Yogi Bhajan surfaced, Guru Jagat stood by him, publicly dismissing his critics. In one interview, she described the claims as a coordinated attack to discredit a master's legacy. But this loyalty divided her audience. Some followers felt alienated, unable to reconcile the teachings with the alleged actions of their founder. Others doubled down, inspired by her devotion. The question is, why? Was she blinded by loyalty, or was it a calculated move to protect her empire? The Rama Institute. Either way, one thing is clear: her devotion wasn't just symbolic, it was the foundation of everything she built. And nowhere is this more evident than in the Rama Institute, the spiritual empire that turned devotion into dollars. Under Guru Jagat's leadership, the Rama Institute became a global brand. Starting with a humble studio in Venice, California, it expanded to New York, Mallorca, and a thriving online community. Her retreats could cost anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000. Students described her as magnetic, empowering, and deeply inspiring. But behind the scenes, not everyone was thrilled. Former students and staff began to speak out, accusing her of creating a toxic, cult-like environment. But it didn't stop there. Students felt immense pressure to buy expensive workshops and retreats to remain part of the in crowd. Some said they were guilt-tripped into spending beyond their means because spiritual progress was on the line. One former follower said they felt pressured to abandon their past identity. I was told when you get really serious, you'll take on your name because you'll eventually realize how much you need that new energy. You put in your birth date on a website, and boom, within a week, you're a new person. So, was Guru Jagat empowering her students, or was it just a spiritual pyramid scheme? David Icke controversy. During the pandemic, Guru Jagat appeared on David Icke's podcast, a decision that altered how many saw her. Icke, a polarizing figure, is best known for promoting theories about reptilian overlords and questioning mainstream narratives, including the pandemic. By associating with someone so divisive, Guru Jagat raised eyebrows among even her most devoted followers. How could a spiritual leader who championed empowerment and transformation align herself with a figure steeped in such controversy? In the interview, she echoed some of Icke's controversial views and questioned widely accepted public health measures. This association didn't sit well with many, leading to growing doubts about her credibility. For her loyalists, it was an act of defiance against conformity. For critics, it signaled a troubling shift, one that cast a shadow over her carefully built image and thriving empire. The mysterious death of Guru Jagat. Barely a year after the Icke controversy, tragedy struck. In August 2021, Guru Jagat passed away suddenly from a pulmonary embolism at the age of 41. Her death shocked both her followers and critics. Officially, it was a medical tragedy, complications following ankle surgery. But it was actually something else. The most haunting detail came from her mother, Nancy Steinhardt Galloway, who revealed that in their last phone call, Guru Jagat said, "I am scared." But what exactly was she afraid of? Was it the surgery itself, her declining empire, or something else entirely? This led to a flurry of conspiracy theories. Some suggest the immense stress of running her brand, especially after the backlash from the David Icke interview, could have triggered a cardiac event. Others point to her penchant for overwork and a lifestyle of constant public scrutiny, which could have taken a toll on her health. Whispers of internal power struggles within the Rama Institute added fuel to the fire, with some alleging that fractures in her leadership circle created unbearable stress. Meanwhile, skeptics have floated darker theories, ranging from hidden financial troubles to the possibility of legal disputes that never saw the light of day. Was her tragic end simply a medical event, or the result of mounting pressures that consumed her from within. There's no evidence to substantiate these claims, but the timing of her death, so soon after her fall from grace, continues to spark debate. So, can Kundalini Yoga stand on its own, separate from the controversies surrounding its leaders? There's no denying that many people have experienced real benefits from Kundalini Yoga: improved mental clarity, reduced stress, and a sense of connection. The practice itself isn't inherently flawed, but when a teaching becomes tied to a singular, charismatic figure, things get messy. Psychologists suggest that this phenomenon, placing blind trust in a guru, is rooted in a human desire for certainty and guidance. But as we've seen, the trust can easily be exploited. The real challenge lies in separating the practice from the people who've shaped it. But can Kundalini Yoga thrive without the cult of personality? Or has it been forever tainted by the people who've led it? When we look back at Guru Jagat's rise and fall, a troubling pattern begins to emerge. She inspired thousands, but left behind allegations of manipulation, exploitation, and unchecked ambition. The scary truth behind Guru Jagat isn't just about her personal controversies, it's about the larger issues her life and death bring into focus. First, the blurred line between authentic spirituality and profit-mongering. Guru Jagat turned Kundalini Yoga into a multi-million-dollar empire, but at what cost? Second, her loyalty to Yogi Bhajan, even amid serious allegations, tied her success to a legacy riddled with toxic dynamics. But by defending him, did she perpetuate the very harm she claimed to heal? The most unsettling truth is this: the very systems meant to guide us, gurus, institutions, or practices, can exploit our vulnerabilities. The real lesson here isn't just about Guru Jagat or Kundalini Yoga. It's about us as seekers and our tendency to look for answers outside of ourselves. Maybe the real answers aren't in retreats or charismatic teachers, but what if they've been within us all along? And with that, let's end today's video. So what do you think? Can modern spirituality survive this kind of spotlight? Or does it turn into just another trend, losing its essence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to check out my recent video.